welcome back to Jtwes. It has been a little bit since we did a video, and guys, it has been wet, hot, muggy, raining. We went to the beach. As you guys know, we had a live the other night talking about that, and it was a wonderful trip. Appreciate everybody, jumping on the live the other night. And it's, man, I'm telling you, we got back and poor Sammy has taken 2 days to get the yard mowed. And I'm gonna go mow some today at the Plow Day parking location. We'll probably show you a little bit of that. And just trying to catch up with the weather. And weather like this, you don't have too much tractor work to do. I mean, we always can probably find something, but my hopes are dwindling down a little bit on the fall Silver Queen corn. I want to show you my Jimmy Red is looking real well. Hopefully we can get that harvested in. I do have a line on a couple of corn pickers. My buddy Plow Day Sam's got one. My buddy Roger's got one. I'm not sure what we'd have to do to Roger's. But so it's looking pretty good on that harvesting Jimmy Red. The Hopi corn is looking good. We may try to show you that before the end of this video. We're just up here in the tractor shed right now. But yeah, I told Lino I felt like a YouTube rookie today. Not to say I'm a pro at it by no stretch of imagination, but just felt like it was my first video because I was like, golly, I ain't done a video in almost 10 days now. But I have done lives, but just hadn't done a video. But we're on standby today. We may have to jet out of here and go to the hospital for Elliot and Kaylee, because I think Kaylee is getting ready to have what I call Little Boo, who Kaylee says is Archer. So, gonna be Little Boo to me. But hopefully, prayerfully all of that'll turn out okay, and we'll see later on the night what happens there. But I got to get up there and mow a little bit. We'll show you the Jim Red. The cotton, guys, I'll show it to you. I'm embarrassed to show it to you, but I will. I never could get the centers cleaned out enough. And when we talk about centers, we're talking about the very center of the row where the plant is. In between the plants, I never could get cleaned out good enough. And some pigweed came in it and some grass. We just got to see. I mean, I need to check with Sam, but I think this cotton, you can use some liquid cultivation. I don't like using it, but if it'll help, we put a little bit of that on there and maybe regain control of it. But I'll show it to you here in just a little bit. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, that was some thick stuff, and that thing powered right through it. I had one blade on this left side that I hit. I hit something on July 4th. I think it was in Sam's driveway. I think it was a barrel lid or something. I don't remember what it was, but we got to get the blade sharpened a little bit. And they're brand new blades. I hate it too. I hadn't had them on there maybe a week before I hit that barrel lid, but man, I was thinking today, I I'd really hate to be fighting that zero turn this year on these hills that I have at the house, and you wouldn't know it by watching what I mowed here, but I got a lot of hills, and I didn't slide hardly any today, and I would have been fighting on those hills with that zero turn sliding around because of the wetness. I usually mow that every week, but we skipped a week, and then we went on vacation and had all that rain, so that has about 18 days on it, and that's why it was so tall. But that is the plow day parking lot, and this year, instead of waiting till 2 weeks before plow day and bush hogging it, I wanted to keep it mowed all year so some of that grass would grow up and it'd just be a lot smoother deal, because it has some sort of weed in there. If you let it grow, it gets a real thick stalk on it. But let's go over here and look at the cotton. Here's our cotton. Now, last year, the folks that came to plow day and the videos from last year, we absolutely had a beautiful crop of cotton last year. This year, not so much. It's got a lot of crabgrass in it. 90% of that grass, if you'll look, is coming from this center and it's spreading out. See, that's where it originates, right there in that center, and it's spreading out. And I just could not get that in time before all this rain. And I just noticed today the first 8, maybe 7 rows there is drowning, and that's why you don't see no cotton at all. But you do see cotton up above this crabgrass here. I think this cotton is Roundup ready, and you certainly could go through and probably burn all this grass down, and it would flourish, and it would do real good. I don't know. I don't have a sprayer that would spray it like that. All I have is a little backpack sprayer, and that'd be a lot of backpacking right there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't. I really don't want to plant it again, but I was wanting it to look good for plow day. So we'll just have to wait and see and see what it does. We're gonna before we get to the house, let's go look at some Jimmy Red, and then we'll get to the house. Jimmy Red has its share of grass also, but luckily it's big enough where it can handle it. It's a lot of corn out here, but come here, I'll show you this. Just walking 10 foot into the field, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ears of corn right there, laying down, done ate up. You know, I feel certain I'll get my seed back on it, but there's some other folks that's wanting to, you know, they're wanting to get a little Jimmy Red also. I swear, something broke the ear out of here that high up. I guess it was a coon, but yeah, we'll get our seed back. But I was certainly hoping for more than just that being the benchmark. I was trying to find one. We'll look at this one right here. Something's already grabbed on it with its claws. I'd say it's a coon. You can see its claw marks right there. Already done broke it down. But we'll let this dry out in the shed, but let's see what we got here. Goodness gracious. Well, a little bit missy right there. Still a good ear of corn. You pop it off right there. Yeah, that will dry down on more red, get more red, but a lot of corn out here. They won't get it all. We'll get as much as we can, but I'm telling you, at least in my area, it is hard to raise anything, seems like, anymore, just because there's so, especially around my house, you know, the 5 miles radius around my house, 10-mile radius, it's just nothing getting raised. It ain't nothing no more for animals to eat, and I think the population is more than what it was too. So it's becoming a big deal where this field's probably 2 acres of Jimmy Red here. You might mess around and lose a half acre of it just to raccoons. I don't know. Which I'm sure that would be okay to lino. Let's see what this one looks like. These will actually dry up and sprout. I'm not hurting anything. But I can't go through. That's a beautiful iller corn. Big and round. I mean, that thing's big old round piece of corn. Beautiful. I can't go through and pull them in this stage. I have to let them dry. But we'll get them. We'll get them pulled, or we get it picked, and we'll sort it in the trailer and see what we got. Got a couple of trailers can get lined up, and may lose my garage space for my truck for a little bit until this corn gets situated this fall. But one step at a time. Beautiful corn, a lot of it out here, more than I've ever had. We'll probably lose some to the animals, but we're going to get more than I ever had too. So it's a win-win, and Hopi's looking good too. I need to show you that before the video ends. The Hopi's got silk like this. Actually, it's a little more lighter purple. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look at that. It may be Jimmy Red. Well, it hadn't come out yet what it is. I don't think it's Hopi, but the silk sure does look like it. All right, we'll throw this over here and hide it. We are at the shed. It's been a minute since I left you in the cornfield. So Ellie and Kaylee had their baby. I think I mentioned that, and everything's fine. Everybody's good, so it's good there. So hopefully here for long, maybe we can get some footage of Ellie using a Super A. Y'all didn't get to see that tractor much, and I really need to show some footage of that thing. We got to talking about the cotton, and well, just long story short, guys, we went over here and we got to looking at this bag of seed, and we seen a couple of things. It's Stinflex and some other stuff, and some different things. So we got to searching, and I said, well, wait a minute. This cotton is liquid cultivation ready. So me and Sam talked about it because we really want to try to save it. And we're getting ready to go up here and cultivate it and try to, work on some middles and maybe some of that drowned stuff. If I can loosen up the dirt and let some air in there, maybe it'll come on out. I don't know. But we're going to go up there and cultivate it in a second and do the best we can. But Sammy sprayed it today, and he had a little bit of a rough start. He started with the Steele. The nozzle got broke on it, and but I had already had it in my mind, and he didn't know this. I went this morning and picked him up this. But the key thing about this is the 20-volt backpack, and he can put a battery in there, and he don't have to pump it up. So when I got home, he was ready for that one, and he took it up there and he walked up the rows and sprayed the rows good, and so hopefully it's just a battle. This time of year with all this water is a battle, man. It is a battle. Yeah, quick story. So I was at the hospital the other night seeing Ellie, and I went into this little gift shop. It's amazing what people think in this world. And so I happened to notice the drink machine. There was absolutely nothing but diet drinks in this drink machine. Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, Diet Mountain Dew. And it dawned on me. I said, they don't got no sugar drinks in this drink machine. And what got away with me about it, there was a whole wall of Little Debbie, double-decker fudge rounds, double-decker oatmeal pies. They had potato chips. They had every candy bar made, king size, by the way, not just regular candy bars, king size. And so I asked that girl at the counter, I said, are y'all really serious? You're going to take a stand on sugar and soft drinks, but you're going to sell all of this candy? And of course, I think she kind of agreed. She said something to the extent, yeah, I know. It's not that smart. And I'm like, I get taking a stand against sugar. Sugar's not that great for you. Honey's a lot better than sugar, but but still, you know, it just, if you're going to have all of that, you might as well have regular drinks too. But anyway, I digress on that. I just thought that was some of those rules back when the big $2 in 2020 was running around. Some of the rules they come up with there is kind of like that rule right there, I guess. I was going to show something over here, Sammy, and I don't remember what it was. I was going to show everybody something. Goodness gracious, I don't remember. So we need to I got sidetracked with the sugar story. We need to cultivate, and we're going to try to knock some of this. It's just been a battle. I don't know. Maybe I call this video battling the grass or something, because it's been a battle. We want to try to plant. We're going to try to plant a fall crop of corn. We're going to roll the dice and just hope it don't frost before maybe late October, and hopefully we'll be okay. But we'll see. I got a couple of bags of nitrogen left over and got some corn, so we'll try it. It ain't gonna really cost nothing, much to try it, and so we'll do that. And but I'll see you at the field. First time it's moved in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. We come that close of breaking about a 35-year never got stuck on a farm off. Once you get all the plows and the cultivators lifted up and you still losing a little bit of ground, you might be in trouble. When you can lift them up a little bit and you gain a little bit, you can pretty well go on through. But I had both of them front and back lifted up. This is kind of what I want to do. So Sammy sprayed it earlier. We cleaned these middles out. It didn't do a whole lot. I mean, it loosened it up on the side right there. I mean, it put some fresh dirt to it. And yeah, I realize it may have moved around a seed or two, but if it does what it should, in which maybe this grass will die and the cotton spread out a little bit, it'll cover these middles up, and hopefully I'm gonna keep you updated, guys. This is the first time in my life that I've ever done what these big farmers do all the time, which is burn down, plant, burn it down again after it's planted. So I've never done it, but I'm fortunate this cotton that you can do that to it, because if it wasn't for that, you see what we'd have. We'd have a pretty bad deal here. And again, for somebody maybe just jumping on this video for the first time, it's for pictures. And we get the grass to start falling down after it dies. I think, I think the cotton will come on out, and it'll be some good pictures can be made in here. But yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pretty good rows of cotton, and about 8 rows that got drowned, which Sam always told me when I planted the Hastings prolific in here. He always told me that was a bad wet spot, and it never really matured to be a wet spot until this year. But he told me that was a wet spot a long time ago. But yeah, this year right here, it really made it show up. Okay, well, we're gonna roll the dice on some corn and try to plant some corn. I appreciate everybody hanging in there. It's been probably 13, 14 days since I had a video. I still enjoy making them, and I'm glad everybody's watching. And sometimes I can't believe, I kind of know how Andy feels with True Grit Appalachian Ways. He's become a pretty good buddy, friend of mine, and I bounce some ideas off of him every now and then about some crops, because he is super smart in crops. And I just want to congratulate them on 100,000 subscribers. And I know he's like me. I can't believe 20,000 people, close to 20,000 people would watch me. And it is humbling. It really is. And I'm a big YouTuber. I don't watch TV. I don't watch news. The only entertainment I watch is the few YouTube channels that I watch, and I happen to make YouTube too. So on one side of the spectrum, I am a fan of YouTube, and I enjoy watching Andy and Outdoors with the Morgans and Let's Dig 18 and some of those. And so I like watching the content. I mean, I know I make it, but anyway, you know, they hit 100,000. I was tickled to death for them, and you know, Lord willing, maybe one day we will. I will say, I did get to meet Andy and Megan, and I'm telling you, man, he just films what he does. What you see on film is exactly what he does. He does it like I remember my grandparents, the way they lived and stuff in the 80s, and killing hogs and raising garden and canning and all the things that come along with it, just an everyday thing. We still do some canning here with me. Got a goat I wouldn't mind harvesting, but that wouldn't be for meat, I ain't gonna lie. He's just such a mean goat. But anyway, y'all, thank you again, you know, for hanging in here with us, and look forward to making that corn planting video, and we can all see together. We'll keep up with this cotton. We'll see how it makes it through this, trying to win it back. Yeah, that'd be a good name for the video, winning back the cotton. Trying to win it back, and we'll see how the fall crop corn goes. So it'd be good, and hopefully get some corn pickers on this Jimmy Red. But anyway, thank you guys so much. God bless you. God loves you. We'll see you.